Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorena. For those of you who are new here, I am a 5th year kindergarten bilingual teacher here in the state of New Jersey. And for those of you who are joining me for a second, third, possibly fourth, fifth time, thank you so much for your continued support. As you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 low prep, meaningful, engaging, and pandemic friendly centers that you can do with your kiddos in the classroom, or if you are delivering instruction remotely. These are things that you can share with your families and they can follow along with you and do it at home with their kiddos. So we're going to just dive right in. I'm going to start sharing with you some of my favorite centers that I have done in my classroom that are kind of the things where you think like, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. These are things that we've already done in our classroom. Now we're just focusing on the ones that we know are safe for kiddos to use, and that you don't really have to go out and buy multiple sets of cut print, 10 sets for each child, whatever the case may be. So I hope that you find these helpful. I hope that you are inspired by these and that you can use them in your classroom. And if you do, leave it in the comments below.
Been a while since I've seen your face, and it's been a while.
So one of the centers that I do often in my classroom that is safe, engaging, all that fun stuff are these alphabet Play-Doh mats. So the great thing about this one is not only are they building the letters with Play-Doh, they also have the opportunity to write it out with a dry erase marker. So again, this kind of plays into that whole safe, friendly, engaging, in the sense that you can assign a child Play-Doh. They can have their own expo marker in their cubby, pencil box, whatever the case may be, and these are very easy to wipe down. So this is first center idea that I'm sharing with you. So you just print out your printable, place it in a dry erase pocket sleeve, and you are good to go. You need Play-Doh, dry erase marker, and some sort of eraser. And again, these are all things that can pertain to that specific child. That way there is no sharing. When you are done with this, you can wipe it down for safety. So what you're going to do is use the Play-Doh to recreate the letter, again using their Play-Doh.
Been a while since I've known what to say, but it's getting nervous for getting words, and I speak in circles, trying to keep myself from saying.
I'm going to link this below so that you guys can access it as well. Once they are done, they put their Play-Doh away. And these are from the Target dollar spot, which I talked about in one of my videos, where they put their finger inside and they erase. All set. Similar to that one, we have this Stack the Apples one, which I created based on an inspiration that I got on Pinterest. So if you're a kindergarten teacher, you know that apples kind of takes over a whole month as far as like a thematic unit. So this is perfect for that. Now what I did was I recreated this on PowerPoint. So all of these are just graphic images from Google. I just changed the added numbers on the bottom of the baskets, and what they're going to be doing is using Play-Doh to stack the apples, create the apples, and stack them here based on the number that's on the bottom. I have two sides to this, so this is the numbers are in order, and then to kind of make it a little more challenging, on the other side I put the numbers out of order so that the kiddos, so I'm able to see who really has that strong number recognition. Alright, so this is the Stack the Apples one, where each child again could be given their own Play-Doh to use for until it runs out. So pretty much what you're doing in the center, they're using their Play-Doh and they are just stacking the apples. They're rolling the apples. It says 3, 1. Sorry for my imperfect apples. 1, 2, 3. And again, the importance of this one and why it kind of goes with all the other centers is because this is easy wipe. The Play-Doh belongs to them, and it's a quick, easy assessment tool as well. I'm going to link this below so that you can use it in your classroom. Alright, another fun center that is easy to do, easy to adapt, change off often is this center right here. So this is what I like to call a scavenger hunt kind of. So what you need for this center is a sheet like this, magnifying glass, which I have in my classroom, not at home, but if you saw my Target haul, you know where this is from, and a recording sheet. So now Alright, so this is the theme Scavenger Hunt using a magnifying glass. I don't have one now, but this is just an example. So what you're going to do is base it on your theme or whatever it may be. Find an image on Google, make it big, and add words here and there in different font sizes. When they have their magnifying glass, which for safety reasons would be 1 to a child, they would kind of scan the image, find their words. As they find it, they will jot it down on their recording sheet. Again, using a pencil that's designated for them, depending on where things are at the moment. They'll obviously be using either community supplies or something that is specific to them and only for them to use. So this is that one. The next center is a Q-tip number line. So all you need for the center is Q-tip, paint, and let me show you how it's done. Alright, so this next one is a Q-tip painting number line, and I got this idea from a teacher blogger, A Pinch of Kinder. However, I recreated this just because at the time I could not purchase it. I was unable to. So I recreated it on PowerPoint, which PowerPoint is obviously my best friend, and what I did was I created lines this way they can follow the lines and not put all the dots everywhere. All you need is a Q-tip, some paint. Now if you don't have these, which already come pre-packaged, you can also use a ketchup cup or anything that's small and disposable and just put the cup there. That way when the student is done, they can easily dispose of it. So all you're going to do is dip it, and if this is 1 dot, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. After you're done, chuck it away, throw away your paint, or put it away for them to use at a later time. The next center, which all you need is the printable version of it, hole punch, scissor or a cutter, whatever the case may be. You print out a sheet, you turn it into a booklet, and this is what your kiddos will do. Alright, here we have another activity that you can do with your kiddos. Now this is a free printable that I found on Pinterest or through TPT. I will link it below. So it comes like this. You obviously must cut it and create it into a little booklet. So each child will have their own. They can take this home once they are done. And what they're doing is just hole punching the corresponding letter. A for apple. They could color this. And then they would just, using their own hole puncher, A, whoops, sorry about that, A. Again, easily wipeable, something that you don't have to buy a class set of if you're just using it for one center. The next center is just a number mat where you would have manipulatives. They can be the eraser manipulatives or any math manipulatives that you may have in the classroom, and this is what they're going to be doing. Alright, so here's another quick activity you can do with your kiddos. Now this can be placed in a dry erase pocket sleeve, or you can insert this into a sheet protector for that added kind of protection that you can wipe off once you are done. So how I use this is I usually have manipulators for each child. You can obviously have designated manipulators for each child, and what they're going to do is just follow the number that's here, and they're going to add that amount of objects. They're going to be showing these numbers in different ways. So I can do 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then they would go on and do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. Again, you can also rearrange numbers on the bottom. That way it's a bit more challenging. And I included the fingers, this way they're able to replicate it on their own little hands and kind of use this as another resource for them if they are flustered or maybe don't know exactly what number that is. They can replicate the number of fingers that are being held up and able to figure out what number it is that they have to represent here. The next center is watercolor sight words, which all you need is watercolor paint and a cup with water. And let me show you what it's gonna look like. Oh, just kidding. You also need a white crayon. Alright, so another center activity which is often used for word work is the watercolor sight words, which the teacher would prep beforehand using a white crayon, write the word. So I'm going to just write the word am, If each child has their own set of watercolor, this is perfect.
Last year, messing around, we were so loud, and no try to kick us out. And I could never really lie to you, so I'm trying not to hide the truth. Oh, I've been dreaming, oh, I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ooh, ignore the history. I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Ooh, ooh, yeah, hate that I love you. I'm taking time.
And try it with different colors if you'd like. So if I write the word yes. And also the colors have a lot to do with how much appears. So I'm going to try to use
to be honest, we were flawless. If we wanted, we pick it up from where we started. I can never really lie to you, so I'm trying not to hide the truth. Oh, I've been dreaming, oh, I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ooh, ignore the history. I know you miss me. I hate to love me too.
The next center, which is amazing, is write the room, color the room, count the room, add the room. Like, there's so many things. Each student gets their recording sheet on a clipboard, walk around the classroom, and there's honestly no sharing of materials here. It's fun, engaging, and safe. Another teacher hack: if you do not have a clipboard but you do have some cardboard, you can cut it out like this in the shape of, in the size of paper. Add a little binder clip, and here's your DIY clipboard. Please, I'm going to share with you how I'm going to be using this with my kiddos, which is sticker stories. And this is what it's going to look like. Alright, so now I'm going to share with you my absolute favorite activity that is obviously center-based and a lot of fun. So what I did here was I used these trays from Target, and I sorted the stickers up on the top. Now, if you don't have this, of course you can put it in a small bowl, whatever the case may be, but you can designate certain stickers for your student with a little bit of choice. This way, there is no sharing of the stickers for now until we're told otherwise, obviously. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do here.
I love you. Ooh, ignore the history. I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. Ooh, yeah, hate that I love you. I've been dreaming. I've been scheming. I hoped you'd be here. I hate that I love you. Ignore the history. I know you miss me. I hate to love me too. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Yeah, hate that I love you. I hate the history.
Alright guys, so here it is. I know I'm not the best artist, but this is an example of what your students may be doing if you are using the sticker story as it comes, so you can see how you created the star. Now these are great because these can be interpreted in many different ways, and the children are, you know, they're free to explore what they can make with these circle stickers. And also just some fun stickers that you might have around the classroom are wonderful. So this is another fun activity you can do with your kiddos. So we also have these tower cups, which practices subitizing, number skills recognition, all that fun stuff, fun, engaging, and safe. And what you need for this is a binder clip, index cards, this printer, which I'm going to share with you below, cups, and these circular coding labels. Oh, and I think I said cups, but yeah, I would recommend paper cups. Those would be the best, not plastic cups. Now here I only have 4, which I think should be fine for a quick center. You can obviously add more, and again, this is low prep. You can laminate it super quick. It doesn't require so much laminating, not a lot of fine cutting or whatever the case may be. So this is a great center. And this is what the cups look like when you add the stickers to it. And you create one set of cups for each child. So this is a center that is going to take the most work, the most prep. However, it's something you can continuously use, and if you laminate this, it's something that can easily be wiped down, or you can create a set for each child, should you have the time. Of course, it's not necessary, but you can do that if you choose to. Alright, so this is the number stacking cup activity that you can do. Now this is the center that does require a bit more of preparation, where you will have to create a set for each child, but the numbers that I have chosen have been 1 through 6. Of course, you can adjust this to the needs of your students. And what they're going to do is simply just follow the instructions that you have here and stack it the same way you have it, according to the numbers here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I am all done. And then they can go on and do the next one, and they can do it as many times as they'd like. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you have any other ideas or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear them, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!
Miss me, hate to love me too.